Little bantamweight action to get you going. 7th fight of the night. Paris Moran versus Erique Owens. There we go.
All right, had to keep the crowd fired up as our doctor had to check on a fighter in the back. Danger, here we go. Bantamweight battle between two fantastic fighters. Both guys out of Texas. Paris Moran representing one of the more famous gyms around the country, Gracie Baja. And you've got the Superfly, Erique Owens with Blitz MMA out of Waco, Texas. What an exchange with the hands there, Danger.
Nice exchange. Got clipped with a straight left hand there. Anytime you're fighting a southpaw, you tend to be open for that straight left, and it's something you gotta keep on your P's and Q's about.
I guess it's always handy if you have a gym member or a team member that's left-handed, kind of keep you prepared for those fighters when you run across them.
Not only that, but harder to find than you might think. Guys who are natural left-handers and who are good at it, it's not something that's common.
A rare commodity in the fighting world.
These guys are swinging hammers.
We got a slobber knocker here so far, Danger. These guys are letting the hands go.
Nice clinch work here from Paris Moran. Good head control there, keeping a good amount of pressure on his opponent.
And as we know, one of the basics of MMA stand-up grappling, you always want the underhooks in the clinch position. And you can see Paris has those quite well, moving his opponent where he needs him right now.
I'd like to see Paris get some head control, though. You see how his head's off to the side. It makes it comfortable for his opponent. Make him uncomfortable against that fence. Press him, put him in a bad spot.
As of right now, still working there. Nice judo throw there.
He worked that from double underhooks. That was really nice because his opponent fed in double underhooks and he countered it with that throw.
Owens able to get up from side control, but now he's in that standing guillotine, Danger. Doesn't look like he's in very deep, so he's out of that now.
Erique doing a good job of fighting the hands in that position.
I like Moran as he loses the guillotine, throws the right on the way out.
Yeah, way to break dirty. That's what my coaches call it, breaking dirty.
Breaking dirty. And now you see Owens planted himself in the center of the cage, trying to own the center.
Looks to me that Owens is the more physical of the two guys, but Paris has some nice technique and is real light on his feet and able to control the range and time in a nice level change.
Absolutely, time to level change right as the punch was coming from Superfly. Now you see both jockeying for position in the clinch, one each having an underhook.
See, this is what I'm talking about head position. I mean, you see how Erique is driving his head into Paris's face. This is solid work.
Yeah, like you said, you make them uncomfortable. You cause them to make a mistake, maybe open something up for you.
Got to be careful though. Paris he's got a nice little throw, and he's already demonstrated it once tonight.
Yeah, that was quite impressive. The judo style hip throw and the double underhook. There, he went for it again. Nice exchange as they back up, coming to the center of the cage. There's our 10-second clicker here in round number 1. And what a first round it's been.
Looking a nice high kick up as the round ends. Good round. I think I would have to give it to Paris Moran. He was the more effective of the two, though both were busy and active.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. And that's one of the hard things about being a mixed martial arts judge. There's so many things you have to take into effect when you're putting that score on the card. And that's one thing there. You saw both fighters with some good spots in the fight, but you got to see who was the more dominant throughout the round. And I think I'm going to agree with you, Paris Moran. I think he's got the edge, maybe a 29-28 round there. No matter a show like this, like American Combat Alliance, fantastic show, but we know we're at a certain level of mixed martial arts here. I've been lucky enough to be in the cage in the ring a few times, introducing you before you made it to the big show. How important is a fight like this and a show like this for a young up-and-coming fighter who's actually wants to take it to the next level?
It is by far the most important thing. You know, these local guys, they're coming out here and they're testing themselves, and I want to give them credit for making the walk because it's tough to get in there, and it takes a lot of gumption and a lot of moxie just to make the walk. And these shows are important. You know, all the stars in the world, they started on a small local show, so you know it's important to get out here and support these guys, and we're seeing a good demonstration of mixed martial arts in this.
Yeah, you got to love local MMA. I mean, all your big stars were local at one point in time. Come out and support these cats,
nice
help them make their dream.
Glove touch, nice show of sportsmanship.
Yeah, you can see both of these guys got mutual respect for each other's technique. They both tasted a little of it. Wow, what a way to break the triangle attempt, just rain down some fury.
You know, jiu-jitsu tends to be a little less effective when you're eating punches to the face, and Paris obviously has some great submissions and a great skill set, but you see right there, guys can just bite down, and if they're physical, can really just punch their way out of some things, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Another
There's
throw.
that judo again.
Almost overthrew him there.
Superfly won't stay down, right back to his feet, wants to try to keep it there.
Superfly is game, and I think he's outmatched technically, but he's still throwing hard shots, and he's never out of this thing.
Well, as we all know, one of the most overused quotes in the fight game, everybody's got a plan till they're punched in the face.
That's absolutely right. Got clipped with a knee in that exchange, and it was kind of funky, but looked to have shook Erique a little bit.
So a little less than 2 minutes to go here in round number 2 of this 3-minute contest, 3-round contest. Now you see Moran come in, lead with the flying knee, and then back out of that with a jab. And now Superfly just going to come in with that ruthless aggression like you talked to earlier.
You can kind of see the difference in approaches here. You know, Superfly is obviously a really physical guy, so he's just trying to move him down and hit him with hard shots. And Paris doing a good job of keeping the distance and working his own.
Now, how important in the judges' eyes, Matt, when you see those throws, even though you see Erique Owens popping right back to his feet, how important as far as points go in a round of those throws?
Well, the second one was less effective than the first. Obviously, when the guy's legs sweep the floor, the ceiling, and there's a big, huge throw, that scores a lot of points. I wouldn't say that one as much, though it is the most substantial thing that's happened in this round so far.
Yeah, we saw them kind of let it go, test each other a lot in the first round, and I think you're starting to see that respect of technique and power out of each fighter, neither wanting to step in anything silly and get caught and lose his fight.
Yeah, both guys have felt the other person, and they know what's at risk here. And yeah, the pace is kind of slowed as it's gone, and I'm kind of surprised by that. Not, these guys are small and active, but I'm surprised just because Paris has been effective. I would want to put more pressure on my opponent. If I'm being effective and I've got a good pace, let's keep it up.
Yeah, stay on it. Don't give him a moment to breathe. Don't give him a chance to get his head back together. I agree with you on that one 100%.
Guys pummeling in, trying to look for their underhooks here.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time in the clinch so far, and as we've seen, Moran seemed to find a way to come out with that throw several times. But I think Owens is on to it now. He's not allowing that so much anymore.
Fool me once.
There you go. Nice flying knee, connects on the chin. Don't think he got all of it, still connected the knee, did Moran, and that's going to end round 2. We've got a hell of a fight going here so far, Danger.
Competitive fight indeed.
And a great job, again, our matchmaker, James Georgetown. He has matched 2 great fighters up, very evenly matched, and we're getting a great, entertaining fight out of it here for the AKA fans. Now you see the coaches giving some final instruction in the corners, talking to their fighters, because now the ever-important 3rd round coming up. We saw the first round fast and furious, slowed down a little in the second, and again, we think that comes from the fact that these guys felt the power, saw the technique of each other. Now, what are we going to expect here in the 3rd round, Danger?
Yeah, I mean, this is guts and glory, right? The second round was relatively close, but if I'm in Erique's corner, I'm telling him, man, we got to move forward. We got to finish the fight because obviously the first round went to Paris and second round's up for grabs. So I would like to see Erique kind of throw caution to the wind here, move forward, and try to get out of this fight with a W.
And I can agree with that philosophy 100%. You're the more physical, the more aggressive fighter. It's time to really let that aggression come out, impose your will on your opponent.
You've seen him have good moments. He's planted a big right hand on Paris's chin quite a few times, and it's good work from both guys.
So there's the touching the gloves again, and we're off and running here in round number 3 in this bantamweight fight at AKA Rite of Passage 5.
Ooh, nice high kick.
And just like you were speaking, you see Owens coming in, trying to push the action here, bringing that aggression.
Smart move by Erique Owens. You got to get out there, make something happen.
And there he comes, pushing the action again. Got Moran against the cage. Moran trying to jab back, but he's on the retreat, Danger.
You see Paris on his back leg, and it doesn't look like he's particularly comfortable here. As we saw in the first round, he is susceptible to throw up some techniques off of his back. So Erique Owens has to be careful here. You can't be too wild in this guard.
Yeah, Moran needs to be careful. Try to get that wrist control on one of those arms from Owens if he can. Now looking for some up kicks. Owens got to be careful there. He almost got caught with one.
Looked like he did eat one right to the teeth.
And it's not very often, but the up kick can be devastating.
It certainly can.
And now you see he's working towards that cross arm bar. Owens going to dump him on his head. Stop that attempt.
Erique Owens quite all right with being very physical and just powering his way out of techniques. And he's the more physical guy, and honestly looks to be the fresher guy at this moment.
Yeah, for lack of a better term, just kind of out-manning Moran at this point. And now he's going to jump back into Moran's guard.
Moran doing a good job. He needs to grab an underhook here and start working. Grab an underhook, close the distance so he's not eating punches.
Yeah, because we got Superfly serving up gourmet knuckle sandwiches right now. And now you see, Moran got the back of the head trying to pull him down, not letting him create separation to posture up and rain those blows down.
It seems to me that Moran maybe thinks he won the first 2 rounds. I'm not seeing the same urgency out of him. He needs to get back to his feet. I think the second round was closer than maybe he thinks it was, and you can't lay on your back here and lose this last round. It's no way to come away with the decision. You know, go out there and make it your fight. You know, put a stamp on it.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the prevent style defense just because you got a little bit of a lead, or at least think you do. Because we all know sometimes the judges don't see it the same way you do.
And especially in this sport, when you play conservatively and lay back, you eat a shot, the fight's over before you know it. We've seen some good stuff from Paris. I would like to see him.
He's got good technique, and he definitely knows his way around the cage. You got to get a little more aggressive. He can't let his opponent come in and impose his will like he has here.
He's got to keep moving. None of these punches are getting through solid, but when you're not answering it intelligently, you got to think the ref is just moments from stepping in and stopping the fight.
And you're definitely not adding any points on the scorecard either.
Absolutely not.
So that's going to end it right there, round 3. Fantastic fight between these two bantamweights. Well, Danger, I'm going to go find out who our big winner is.
Take it away, Dynamite Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of a bantamweight battle, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1 scores this fight 29-28, blue corner Moran. Judge number 2 scores this fight 29-28, red corner Superfly. Your third and final judge scores this fight 29-28 for your winner by split decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Paris